Welcome to Confessions of a Stenographer, where we are focusing on all things steno and the legal profession. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Shanice Day, founder of Steno in the City, founder of the Steno Experience, where the focus is on promoting and protecting our profession, and founder of this podcast. I haven't had a chance to talk about the Steno Experience on the podcast, but it is coming. Hi, guys. Oh my God, I have missed you all so much. I have so much to say. I know I have been away for some time, but just believe me when I say I have been working on me and getting things done behind the scenes. Can we give a quick shout out to all of the amazing co-hosts that have been leading the podcast for the past several months, and they have been doing an excellent job? That is what you call teamwork and coming together. Now, as producer of this podcast, I create the questions and content, and I give everybody the opportunity to add or remove anything they would like. And after 24 episodes, I have only had to rework one episode. That tells me that the content is working, the podcast is working. I would like to thank everyone who is supporting this podcast and allowing it to grow. So I thank everyone for helping out and pitching in. Now, I'm not back quite yet, but I am coming soon. The good news is that when we need others to step up and step in, they are just a call or email away. A few more things, and I'm trying my best to stay on topic because I know once I start going, I just won't be quiet. So a few things. The Steno in the City website is now up and running. You can visit us at stenointhecity.com. On the site, you'll find more information about Steno in the City and why it was created, information about the Steno Experience, and you now can access all of the podcast episodes from the site as well. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Steno in the City store. We finally now have a few items for sale. The store has been in the works for some time, and many of you know about a few of the items that I was showing off a few years ago. The store will have all things steno. However, I decided to start with the shirts. I have the, CERT Matters, real time all the time. Steno is my love language. And can we say that steno is definitely my love language? My friends outside of steno, they know that, she will talk about steno nonstop every day, right? And then also we have the, the Empowered Stenographers tees, and the Quality Matters. So all of those shirts are on the website and they are ready for sale. Each shirt represents a message that can help our profession, especially in a time like this. Why the store? It has always been in the works, but on the back burner. It was not a priority. And of course, you guys, greatness takes time. The quality of the shirts, from the stretch to the fit to the wash, I wanted to take my time and choose something that I would be satisfied with. In customer service, the best thing that you can do is have your customer tell you that quality matters. Quality is great. And that's what I'm aiming for in all things, quality. Everything I do for this profession is solely because of the passion and not the profit. Everything that I do is funded by me. I have now added commercial advertising for the podcast so it can kind of pay for itself as we continue to release educational and motivational episodes that everyone can benefit from. See how I can easily get off topic? This is not what I was supposed to be talking about. So I'm going to, again, try to stay on topic. But no, seriously, I just wanted to, throw that in, that I am now offering advertising for commercials. And if you're interested, you can email me at thestenopodcast@gmail.com for more information on that. Last weekend, I had the honor of speaking at TCRA's annual convention in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And a few things that I spoke on had to do with saving the profession. One of the ways is promoting our profession to the public. Right now, we have the opportunity to promote like never before, now that we all have remote access. I'm going to say that again. Right now is the time to promote our profession like never before, with just all of our online, opportunities. We can be promoting at such a high level. Again, you can go to the website and you can check out the Steno experience and see what I did during the pandemic to promote their profession. Again, you guys, boots on the ground with promoting. We don't have to wait for court reporting and captioning week to promote. We can start today. And see, again, off topic. We'll get into the whole promoting thing, right? We will. So, something that I always say on pretty much every episode of the podcast: technology is evolving. Say it with me. As technology continues to evolve, so will Steno. We will get into this topic later. The next thing that is going to advance our profession is, what do you think? Take a moment and think of what top thing will save us. Give you a few seconds. You thought about it? The answer is quality. Quality matters. So here's the deal. Let's take our current reporters that are in the field. If you have been reporting for some time, you should be providing real time all the time. In episode 3, Shakara Mapp, my good buddy, she stated, if you are not providing real time, you are missing out. So many opportunities with real time. And if you haven't, and you're in need of cleaning up your writing to help you become a better reporter, guess what? We have colleagues that are providing services to help you get there. It just starts with us working together. Listen, I have so much to talk about, but now is not the time. Some of you may be wondering, how can she preach about quality and she's not even at that point? Well, check this out. I may not be certified, but I can tell you that I am qualified in many areas in this profession. But hey, not certified, but I am qualified. I am just a messenger. I am now going to turn it over to an elite stenographer who can tell all of you on why quality matters. You guys, it's the quality. Quality matters. So this highly skilled stenographer has a 50th birthday today, and what better way to release this podcast episode on her birthday? Ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome Anissa Nierenberger. Happy birthday. Hey, Anissa, welcome to the podcast. Are you ready to confess?
I am.
Okay, take it away.
Thank you so much, Shanice. It's my pleasure to be with everybody for episode 25 of Confessions of a Stenographer. My name is Anissa Nierenberger, and I am a captioner and the creator of Dictionary Jumpstart, and I'm also a teacher and a trainer. And I'm just so excited to be with you guys. So, a little bit about me. I was raised in a small town southwest of Lansing, Michigan, and it was pronounced like Charlotte, but it's really spelled like Charlotte. So this town is only about 8,000 people, kind of a little small farm town. And I'm the daughter of a 5th grade Catholic school teacher and a fire truck inspector for Spartan Motors of Charlotte, Michigan. I'm 5'10". I'm definitely a type A. I'm firstborn. I love exercise, paleo eating, and I love my family, my sweetheart George and my son Preston Thomas. And I love to be outside and I love to be moving. So that's a little bit about me. How did I get started in stenography? 2 words, career day in high school, right? I have no idea if I was assigned to this or if I chose it. No memory of that. However, I do recall that the day that I spent with the court reporter in the Eaton County Courthouse was life-changing. I watched her fingers fly on her steno machine, and I was completely mesmerized. I remember going home that night and saying to my mom, I know what I'm going to do. And that was it. That was like game over. I just felt like I had to get through high school so that I could do what I wanted to do, which was become a stenographer. So off I went to Ferris State University in Michigan, and 2 years later, I graduated with an associate's degree and, of course, reached my 225. And actually, just a couple years ago, I went back to school and got my bachelor's degree, and I'm happy I've got that in place. My career started with simply kind of being in the right place at the right time. One of my classmates had called me and said, "Hey, do you want to do closed captioning?" And of course, my response was, "What is that?" This was a very long time ago. And the next day, I drove to Grand Rapids and had an interview and was hired on the spot and started training to do captioning. And so I am definitely a product of professional training. I had 6 solid months of training to learn real time and to learn to caption, learn the captioning format and stuff. It was a very exciting point in my life. However, like anything else in life, it didn't come without speed bumps and heartache. I was about 2 weeks into my training to become a captioner, and my best friend, my mom, unfortunately died from breast cancer. She had lost an 11-month battle with the disease, and so I was forbidden to return to training for 2 weeks. When I did return, I was full speed ahead, and I did make it on air. In the 6-month time frame, I was on air at the beginning of May. And I was really driven because I really was truly on my own as a 21-year-old. And so I needed to, get my career straightened out so that I could start working and making money. So from there, I've always been a captioner. I've never taken a deposition. I've never done a transcript. And I consider myself extremely fortunate to have fallen into the position that I did. The captioner mindset is like 180 degrees different from a reporter's mindset because it's all about prep and playing offense and making sure that you have everything before you're actually going to need it. Because after all, we as captioners, we only get one shot. We don't have a chance to go back and make everything perfect. But our reward is that our editing time is minutes instead of hours. So the 3 things that I would say that are required as a captioner are: number 1, high accuracy; number 2, high speed; and number 3, a very, very, did I say very diverse dictionary. And spoiler alert, I teach reporters how to do these things when I train them. So captioning has been the love of my life ever since I was 21 years old. Some of my most memorable times of captioning, first of all, I'll go from present to back. I love captioning tech. I've made numerous trips down to Menlo Park, to Facebook. I've been up to Seattle and worked at Amazon. And I also do captioning for other high-profile brands. Love this kind of thing. This is right up my alley. However, when I first started captioning, I had just turned 22, and my first job on a consistent basis was I was on the campus of Arizona State University at their PBS station KAET, and I captioned a half-an-hour show every evening from 7 to 7:30 called Horizon, and the host was Michael Grant. And that was a great springboard for me because I learned a lot doing that half-an-hour show every single day. Then I also started captioning NBA, the Phoenix Suns games. We captioned from the TV station, KUTP, and sometimes even from the garage of the arena, which back then was called America West Arena. So we didn't get the advantage of working remotely. We were on site. Remote, of course, came with time and technology. And more recently, I've done media captioning for college football bowl games in Arizona, and I also love this. With captioning, life is never boring. I love the variety and I love the challenge, and it's just a really great thing to have a lot of diversity, because then you're never afraid to do anything new. I don't know about you, but sometimes you just need to get that adrenaline pumping, and it's a good thing. It lets you know you're alive. So that's kind of my background. And well, steno lovers, I want you to hang tight, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hi, my name's Christopher Day. I've been a court reporter for 11 years. I've seen how easy it is for our profession to get buried by lots of misconceptions in the media. That's one of the reasons I started Stenonymous.com, a blog all about court reporting and related issues. For example, maybe you saw in the news that court reporters were only 80% accurate when tested on a specific English dialect. Readers of my blog know that 80% is actually twice as good as the average person and up to 4 times as good as automatic speech recognition. With no dialect training, we're the best. With dialect training, we're unstoppable. The news wouldn't report that, so I did. If you want honest reporting of industry events, topics, and opinions, check out Stenonymous.com or search Christopher Day blog on the web. You can subscribe, share stories, or even approach me about becoming a guest writer. Now, let's get you back to Confessions of a Stenographer.
I'm back. It's May, and as you all know, we're celebrating Certification Month. So let's talk about certifications. Certifications show that you are serious and that you're truly a professional. Certifications indicate that you've attained a certain skill level, and more and more positions are requiring certifications. I'm currently working with a few reporters to achieve their CRR because, did you know that federal official positions are now requiring the CRR? It's not a just, oh, it'd be nice if you had it kind of thing. It is a, we need this kind of thing. So this is something that is no longer an option. Captioners, hopefully they have that CRR at a minimum, and then they're pursuing that CRC. So I really hope that everyone's always striving for certifications. Nothing says professionalism like having those wonderful letters after your name. So, we've got a lot of things going on in our industry right now. And while my crystal ball is broken, unfortunately, will we ever be replaced by other methods? Never say never. I mean, very significant changes are happening in our reporting and captioning professions. I mean, our average graduation rate is about 5%. We don't have enough skilled real-timers, so that's the reason why other methods are being sought. Having said this, I'm mentoring a young lady here in Boise, and she is an amazingly talented typist, wonderful with grammar and spelling, and I believe that her skills and her strong steno skills will lead her to a lifelong career in this industry. So, if I had to give my best advice to everyone out there right now about what you can do to help yourself the most, that is to become the best you can be, ... now. Okay, we've been talking and teaching real time at seminars, conferences, and conventions for over 20 years now, guys. This is nothing new. Okay, we have over 5,700 RPRs in NCRA, and we've got about 2,300 CRRs. What this means is that only 40% of our RPRs are CRRs. in the next 2 years, I would love to see that number double. And I would love to see 80% of those RPRs be CRRs. And you know what? We are running out of time. Time is of the essence. All right. Real time is now. It's 2021. We have run out of time. And so if you're not doing real time at the rate of the CRR, which is 96% TAR or above, be prepared to be replaced by a reporter who has achieved their CRR. And I'm just being frankly honest with you that the time to hit pause on this is over. Are you going to put further betterment of yourself for your career? Are you going to put it off for days, weeks, months, more years? We don't have that kind of time. So, I am here to help whenever you're ready. And I really, really hope that, some things I'm going to talk about coming up will kind of entice you to think about, how can I become the best real-timer that I can possibly be? So I'll leave you with that quick thought. And now it's time for your Steno news that you can use.
Steno news that you can use. Hey Steno lovers, are you all set and ready for Vegas? If not, early registration for NCRA's annual conference and expo will end on May 31st. Register now so you can take advantage and save a little. It's also time to book your hotel room. Book your stay by July 2nd to take advantage of the discounted room block. Confession, I have not registered, booked my room or my flight, and I need to practice what I preach and get on top of it. Celebrating Certification Month. This has been an amazing month watching our colleagues celebrate their certification. You still have time to go to celebrate your certs. You can go on to NCRA's website to see the resources, and we have a few days left if you are interested in celebrating. There is a selection of free downloadable resources that include career flyers, press release templates, handouts, and much more. New to the list of resources this year are specially designed Facebook profile frames, as well as backdrops to use in Zoom calls and other online platforms. Testing registration for online skills tests and written knowledge tests open on June 1st for testing that will take place from July 1st through July 20th. This means that we have our testing, and then right after testing, we can go ahead and head on to Vegas and relax a little and enjoy the convention. Next up, we have our retention policy, which is approaching. Whatever you need to do, go to NCRA's website, check out your transcript to see which skills legs you may need to complete ASAP. The retention policy deadline is coming up. All pre-existing past test histories prior to October 1st, 2018 will have an expiration date of November 1st, 2021. If you need to join a practice group, a study group, do whatever you need to ensure that those remaining skills tests do not go to waste. And last but not least, we have the Job Blast. Have you opted into the new NCRA Job Blast? Now, your chance to get in on the ground floor of this new opportunity to find work and sign up for the NCRA Job Blast at no cost to you. By signing up, you will receive information about jobs targeted to you, your area, and your skills. And that's your Steno news that you can use.
Hey, I'm back. So, quality matters. I completely believe that 2 significant ways to save our profession is number 1, by promoting our profession to the public as much as we can. And number 2, advancing the quality of our current stenographers, because that's something we can do in a pretty timely manner. So, it boils down to this. REALTIME. What we don't want is we don't want to have our real time compared to ASR and have ASR be better than our real time. That's not a good thing. That's what we don't want. Okay. We want someone to compare our real time to ASR and go, holy smokes, you make ASR look blah. That's my goal for us. So quality is huge right now. This is bigger than it's ever been in our industry right now. Quality is key. So, when I start working with reporters, the very first thing that I teach them, numero uno, number one is learn to edit properly. And I wasn't taught this in school. And I've worked with over 1,200 reporters in training, and I haven't found anyone who has been taught to edit properly. But you know what? If we edit the right way, this alone will improve your real time. So this is easy. This is something that I teach, is the very first thing that I teach when I'm working with reporters, because this is a piece of cake. Okay. So first of all, we learn to edit properly. Then we clean up theory, we resolve word boundary issues, we clean up numbers, we write shorter, because of course the fewer strokes that we're writing, the fewer mistakes we're going to see, hands down. And then we make sure that your dictionary truly matches your current way of writing, okay? So we can make your real time nice and clean and everything looks good, but if the dictionary doesn't match it, we've still got skeletons in the closet. And that's not a good thing. So, I've got a method to the madness of how we do things and how we clean things up so that everything is nice and tidy and beautifully organized, just like a freshly cleaned spring cleaning house. Dictionaries need to be super strong for real time. And a quick example, if you were to search your dictionary right now for the word charge, like I'm going to charge ahead, I want you to tell me how many ways the word charge is in your dictionary. My guess is it's not just one way, okay? I'll bet that most of you have it in as clarge because we shadow that HR combination. But my point to this is the word charge is in Anissa's dictionary 25 different ways. So what does that tell you? Anissa's not the cleanest writer on the planet. I will tell you 12 of those entries have never been written. But the reason why I have charge in there that many ways is because I've covered my bases. No matter how many ways I might misstroke charge, it's going to translate and look beautiful and perfect, okay? So what I'm realizing with working with reporters is that we've got weak dictionaries. And it's again because we weren't ever really taught how to fully develop a dictionary. So mid-September, I'm going to be offering a dictionary building course. It'll be an 8-week course, and I'm going to be live with everybody for 1 hour a week. More details to come on this, but this is going to be a ton of fun because I'm going to teach you a lot of ins and outs about dictionary building that no one has really, frankly, sat down and taught us. And the idea behind this is, my goal for you is I want your dictionary to be built so that it will compensate for our real-time writing shortcomings. And I promise you, we all have them. There is not one person on this planet that is a perfect stenographer, okay? And so that's how beautiful real-time happens, is when we get words in as many different ways as we could misstroke them. So right now in our industry, we have an extremely high demand for captioners. Many events, whether it be classes, meetings, seminars, are going uncaptioned by skilled, professionally trained human captioners. And this is really sad. What I completely believe 100% is becoming a captioner takes professional training. This isn't something that you just wake up tomorrow and go, I'm going to start captioning. There's a reason why less than 5% of NCRA membership are captioners. It's tough stuff. It's doable. It's doable with training. but it's a completely different animal than reporting. So, reputable captioning companies will vet reporters, and of course, they're going to require professional skills. Those are the companies that also contact me to find professionally trained captioners. Their reputations are on the line too, so they have to make sure that you're up to par. And then, of course, in turn, I help my trainees find jobs. Job placement is part of my CART and Caption Masters curriculums. We must be at a TAR of 98.5%, which is higher than any certification test that exists through NCRA. The CRR is only at 96%, which isn't quite high enough for captioning. We've got to bump up about 2.5%. Again, how did I achieve this? With professional training, with dictionary building, with constantly shortening my writing, all of this kind of fun stuff. So all of these things are doable with professional training, which leads me to learntocaption.com, my baby. Learntocaption.com, learntocart.com, learntorealtime.com, all same thing, all under the exact same umbrella. This is your one-stop shop for anything that leads you to your best real-time self. So learntocaption.com, you can log on. You'll see that I have a plethora of things at all sorts of different price points and time points to help you become the best real-timer that you can possibly be. So I offer 6 different courses under our training and education page. I offer 10 different dictionary jumpstart modules for you to help round out your dictionary, and 5 of those modules will actually earn you PDCs, professional development credits. I've got 5 books. My newest book, Terrific Tidbits, just debuted on May 3rd this month. And so all of these things are available to you. And of course, you can also join our newsletter by just visiting learntocaption.com, and you're going to see a little blue tab that says join our newsletter. Please do. And I am happy to keep you abreast of all sorts of events and things that we have going on here at learntocaption.com. So please stay tuned, and we will be right back after this commercial break.
Christopher Day again. Just wanted to take the time to share a little more about my blog at synonymous.com. Not only do I have factual reporting, but I also dive into matters of opinion or conclusions to be drawn from the facts. For example, maybe you saw online that an automatic speech recognition company raised millions of dollars and was set to disrupt the court reporting industry. One of my posts dives right in on that. If they had a product like that, we know it would be bought out because industry giants have spent billions of dollars on far less impressive computer programs. That's just one of the ways we know they're not even close to what court reporters can do. If you like critical thinking and want to get a fresh perspective on topics like this, just make sure to check out stenonymous.com. Have a great suggestion for my resource page? Write me at chris@stenonymous.com. Together, we can build the industry and platform amazing content just like the podcast you're listening to now.
Real time. Yep, that word. So if you have attained your CRR, it'd be great if you'd be writing real time all the time, because we know that your average skill level is at 96% TAR, total accuracy ratio. However, if you don't know where your skills are, I would be happy to do a free real-time review for you so that you have an idea of where your skills are truly at before you show real time. And the reason that I put that out there is a couple of reasons. Number one, just okay is not okay. All right. Number two, we kind of work on islands all by ourselves. We don't sit next to other reporters editing their transcripts to be able to see, oh, that's what Susie's real time looks like, and that's what Janie's real time looks like, and that's what Cora's real time looks like, we really don't know, you know? And so this is something that if you just feel kind of in the dark, I am happy to help you so that you know where we're at and maybe what direction we need to go so that you can start showing real time. Okay. So quick example, if your goal is to pass the CRR and you're practicing the real time coach, and if your feedback is not coming in at a consistent level above 90%, we probably have got some, real-time issues that are going on that we could tackle in one-on-one training, and we could resolve those issues for you. The chance of getting above that 90% if you've been practicing for a long time probably isn't doable without really focusing in and seeing what's going on with these problems. So, if you're listening to this podcast and you're thinking to yourself, okay, Anissa, I'm on board. I really do want to better my real time. What could I do? Oh, I'm so happy you asked. I am happy to do a free real-time review for you, and it's on learntocaption.com. Oh, did I mention free? Free? Yeah, that's it. Learntocaption.com, click on training and education at the top, and then you're just simply going to complete 3 easy steps, 1, 2, and 3 at the bottom of that page. Let me tell you, first and foremost, this is a no judgment zone. When I receive a submittal in my inbox, you know what I do besides a happy dance? I say to myself, woohoo! Another person has decided that they want to become better today than they were yesterday. I'm excited. Let's roll. So my mother-in-law says to do something every day that scares you. And for some of you, this could be it, doing these steps 1, 2, and 3. But there's nothing to fear except better real time and reduced editing time. And if you're allowing your fear to prevent you from these career advancing gifts to yourself, then you're allowing fear to win. And that's not going to get you anywhere. Okay? I have seen it all from soup to nuts. And I have helped everyone who has sent in a submittal. And I'm very honest about where we're starting, what it's going to take to achieve your goals, and the things that we're going to do together to get you there. Okay? If you just said, hey, Anissa, just give me something simple, a baby step that I could do, what I would recommend is grab my Simpler Syllables book from my site, learntocaption.com, click on store, and shop books. The Simpler Syllables book is a wonderful start because I give you simple prefixes, suffixes, and word pieces, and I even teach you in the book how to learn that JY theory, the jout yout, jover yover, jup yup. And this is how we can instantly build words like outbreak versus breakout, because of course we really don't want to have those kinds of words defined in our dictionary. As I've mentioned before, I am a product of professional training, and I have had amazing mentors along the way. We do not achieve greatness alone. We need help. And I truly consider the fact that I'm thankful for the fact that somehow, some way, I think I must have gotten my mother's teaching gene, because I truly love teaching. I don't caption very much anymore, a couple hours a week just to keep my skills up. But my day is very much, filled with teaching and training, and I love it. I love nothing more than to see the progress that reporters make. And I love nothing more than tackling one puzzle at a time and figuring it out and putting it together and making it look beautiful. And our end result is beautiful real time. So you may be thinking, okay, great and wonderful, Anissa, bettering my real time, what else am I going to achieve with this? Well, one big thing that I hear a lot of reporters talk about is editing. All the time that we spend editing. And I can get that editing time slashed in half at least for you. And I'll venture to guess that you've never sat around thinking, do I miss editing? If you have a free a free evening or something. Oh, I really wish I was editing tonight. Consequently, you're going to be giving yourself an instant raise because you're getting paid more per hour if you're working less hours. And if you want to, you can take on more work. Hey, it's a win-win. There's nothing better than improving your reputation as a competent, professional, trained, real-time reporter. I mean, what could be better? Because after all, just okay is not okay. So any reporter who is tired of wasted hours and evenings and weekends spent editing transcripts, I put out a call to you. I would love to work with you in one-on-one training. You will be shocked at what we will accomplish in just 1 hour of training. Any reporter who desires better real-time, any reporter who wants to pass the CRR, perhaps a reporter who wants to transition to cart captioning or broadcast captioning, someone that just simply says, I'm sick and tired of editing. All of these reasons are valid reasons to seek the one-on-one training. And some perks I have for you. One-on-one training is done on your schedule. Oh yeah, that's right. And we'll start in either beginner, intermediate, or advanced. I guide you through the path of least resistance and will always offer you options, okay? I am your note taker for every session that we meet, and I will send you copious notes of everything that we talked about. Plus, I'll send you homework, things to work on between sessions. So my biggest mantra is, if it's not broke, we're not going to fix it, okay? This is something that I hear sometimes from reporters who say, I feel I should just chuck it all out the window and start over from scratch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater, okay? That's a little too drastic. What we want to do is take what you've got and work with it, tweak it, fix the things that are broken, practice and drill and learn those things, and that's how we achieve better real time, okay? So it's really not as difficult as you might think. It's just that sometimes when we're in something, it's hard to see the forest through the trees. And so I'm your outsider that's going to look at it from an outsider's perspective and say, this is what we're going to do. This is what's going to take the least amount of time. And this is what's going to get us to our goal in the quickest way and in, most importantly, the least painful way. So, my best plan is for us to meet every other week, but I know that life happens. Another added bonus with any training that I offer on learntocaption.com is that you'll earn CEUs. So when you're ready, I am here to help you. One-on-one real-time training is an absolute blast. It's fun for me, and I always look forward to meeting with reporters to, see how far they've come from session to session and to start, learning new things. It's a ton of fun. So as I wrap up my time with you today, my words of wisdom for you are this. It's never too late to be what you might have been. You simply have to start. So let's not wait hours and days and weeks and months and years to better your real time. Let's do it now. And I'm going to give you an incentive. If you visit learntocaption.com and you click on training and education and you complete steps 1, 2, and 3 at the bottom of the page, and you turn that in to me on May 26th, today, which happens to be my 50th birthday, my gift to you is my brand new book, Terrific Tidbits, and I will put it in the mail to you. This is only valid for May 26th. So you have to complete steps 1, 2, and 3 and submit it on May 26th. And I promise you, I will send you a Terrific Tidbits book, which is valued at $40. So I really, truly look forward to hearing from you. I would love nothing more than to help you move your career forward. And I want to thank Shawnee so much for this time today with all of you. And I just wish you the absolute best in this profession. I can't think of a better way that I would have wanted to spend the last 30 years of my life. Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone that took the time out to check out this podcast. You are appreciated. Now is the time to fight for our profession. We have so many that don't know who we are and what we do. It's time to get as many boots on the ground and get out and promote and educate about this great profession. Just a reminder, we are the highly skilled stenographers. Let's band together and take action. It's time to get on solid ground and stand for steno. Until then, stay motivated and encouraged. Good night.